Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're going to be talking about a pretty insane story coming out of the European League of Legends scene. This is regarding Excel, but this is actually regarding their ERL team. We're talking about BT Excel today, and I hope that doesn't push you guys away, because I know a lot of people, hey, Excel is not the most popular team in the world, ERLs aren't the craziest team in the world, people are here for Fnatic, G2, LEC, all that stuff. But this story is absolutely worth hearing. The story has a little bit of everything. We even got some germ drama involved in this one, so you guys will want to stick around. With that being said, we can get right into it. What we're talking about is this. Coming from the XL Twitter account, this is a JDXL update from Tim Reichert. And if you guys don't know who this is, I'm pretty sure that Tim Reichert, this is a guy who used to be like general manager or something high up at Schalke. And he was a guy, who made all the Schalke videos when Schalke was like selling their slots to BDS and all that stuff. This guy, pretty highly respected in the scene. Seems like he does a good job. I think he does a good job with communication, content, stuff like that. I've been pretty happy with him. I think he does good work. He put out this statement, and they said, after careful consideration, we have decided to move Eminus to our inactive roster effective immediately. Eminus has been an important part of the JDXL team and has put in outstanding performances in both the spring and summer splits, which at times made him the best mid in European regional leagues. However, due to irreconcilable differences within the team, we have no choice but to take this action. I would like to thank the coaching staff, the managers, and players for their support and attempts at resolving this matter. We now look forward to seeing Mrazku, I don't know how you say that, on stage, and I don't know who it is either, on stage, and are confident that the team will succeed as a unit. Hashtag XL win. And this was very interesting. If you guys don't know, Eminus, insane individual and mechanical player. You guys should definitely go look at some of his clips from the ERLs. He's a guy known for getting like level 2, level 3 kills. He always gets a ton of solo kills. The meme is that like he's always taking Ignite even when other people are taking Exhaust, TP, all this different stuff. He's taking Ignite. He's getting in your face. He's going to try and go crazy. I know one of the big clips I saw was like he was playing Kai'Sa, and I don't know if it's level 2 or 3, but like tower diving the other mid laner at like level 2 or 3, looking for solo kills early with Ignite. I mean, just really crazy. He's a nasty mid laner individually and mechanically. But like they say, he's also a Korean mid laner over in BTXL. But like they say, doesn't seem like things are working out. And a lot of people are like, hey, what the heck's going on? What happened? This is kind of weird. Some people are also saying, hey, this maybe reads a little bit like the TSM stuff. TSM's calling Shen Yi a liability, and TSM's getting some flack. Now, Excel is calling this, or saying that this guy, had irreconcilable differences with the team or whatever. Like, most people want, when you let a player go, to be like, hey, today we decided to part ways with this guy. Thank you for your time and service. And that allows them to keep their reputation and everything. It allows them to maybe get an opportunity on the, the next place or whatever. When you publicly say that this player was an issue and that there are all these problems, like, hey, then you're kind of, potentially ruining their future. Now, maybe it's their own doing, but still, there is that criticism. TSM got that criticism, and some people are like, hey, why isn't Excel getting the same flack? Partly because, hey, Excel, no one, this got 352 likes. Excel on their Twitter account, they have 135,000 followers. I can't even imagine, the real number is anywhere near that. It's just not as big of a deal. If Excel was a bigger org, maybe it would have got more flack. Maybe it's G2 Fnatic putting this out. Who knows? But the funny part, and we're actually going to talk about what exactly happened here, because that's where it starts to get a little spicy. But the funny part, Rich's Wrath quoted this and said, one of the most talented solo laners in Europe, but some players just can't function in a team environment. Sad. And yeah, I mean, that is what it seems like. Like I said, he seems very, very talented individually. Especially recently, there hasn't been a ton of crazy young European mid laners coming up through the ERLs that are in the LEC now, or kind of in the ERLs. Like, we went through that phase of like, oh, EU mids, man, and there was a ton of insane EU mids, and now it's like, we're kind of looking for the next one or two to really come up and really break through into the scene. But Rich tweeted this out. Vigar V2, he said what he do. This guy said check DMs. And also it was funny because there was other people like saying what he do. Like this guy came in, he said what he do, this Bulbasaur guy, he has 10 followers. He said what he do, he got 35 likes because, hey, if this guy's telling Vigar, then everybody wanted to know. So I replied to this too. I said what he do, and then I said DMs are open. I was fucking around. I just replied to this. I don't know who these people are. I don't think they're going to tell me anything. If they want to tell me something, sure, but they're not going to tell me anything. Obviously, this guy who apparently is a Danish league coach, I'm sure he's friends with Vygar V2 or something, or maybe he just wants to tell Vygar V2 what's going on because, he's Vygar V2. He's big, popular, whatever. You never know what's going on in the scene. It's a weird place like that. But I left this reply. I was joking around. I clicked off of it. I really never even thought about it again. I was just memeing off what like the Bulbasaur guy said because he got a bunch of likes. I was like, hey, I'll take 35 likes. I'm going to run it up a little bit. But then I actually got a response from Mr. Rich. He said, oh yeah, this is to me. He said, oh yeah, give me your address. I'll send you everything in a nice big shiny folder. Love the content, big fan. Which, he is obviously being sarcastic. I don't know where this is coming from. Again, I'm not even replying to him on this. I mean, like, he's in the replies. My tweet went to him, but like, I'm clearly directly replying to this guy who's telling Vygar to check his DMs. He's going to send him a message. I reply to him. And then Rich comes out of nowhere and tries to like dunk on me. I don't know. It's funny because this other guy liked it too. I don't know. It's always super weird stuff in the scene. Like, I don't think I've ever had a negative interaction with Rich. I don't think I've ever did or said anything about him. I don't think he has any reason to dislike me. Obviously, he has some problem with my content, whether he wants to say my videos are bad, I clickbait, I don't know anything, it's cringe, whatever. I have no idea. He went out of his way, out of nowhere, to just be an asshole. I don't know. There's a lot of this gatekeepy old guard in esports. It's something we have to deal with all the time. Super cringy, super fucking weird. I don't know what happened. Obviously, he knows something. He doesn't want to tell people. But something you also have to keep in mind is a lot of times, we've seen this the last couple off seasons, that sometimes people pretend to know as well. People will just be like, oh yeah, I know what happened. I'm not going to tell anybody, but I know what happened, guys. Don't worry. I'm on the inside. I'm in the know. I won't tell you, but I know. I'm in there. I'm cool. I know. Like, I don't think that's what happened here, but that's possible as well. If you just, tweet out that you know information, you're not going to tell anybody. You're not going to share it, but super weird, super cringy. But yeah, apparently there's another person out there that doesn't like me. Like I said, hey, he's seen my videos. He's checking in. I don't fucking know. Super, super weird. No reason. I honestly, I didn't even get a notification for this. I would have never seen this tweet, but somebody reached out to me and was like, oh, hey, Rich is an asshole. I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything. I had to go back and look, and I was like, that's weird. But unlucky for Rich. Unlucky for the haters. We got an article about this whole thing. This popped up on Reddit a little bit later. Excel on benching Korean player Eminus from the NLC Academy team JDXL. Eminus is an extraordinary player in terms of raw skill. Easily an LEC or LCS player, but he refused to be a good team player, and at some point, actions have consequences. Getting into this article, Tim Reichert actually did an interview with some guy, which is super, super funny. Again, you have the gatekeeping motherfuckers on here who are like, oh, guys, check DMs. Oh, I'll tell my friends. But it's top secret info. We can't tell anybody. And then the COO, the guy that they're replying to in the first place, he goes out and does a public interview about it all. Like, you guys are so stupid. Like, it's so funny. It's so funny. But he pretty much tells everything that's going on. Now, maybe there's some more to the story that Rich and his friends, know that we all don't know, or who knows. But we did get a lot of spicy stuff in here. So, sources told Esports News UK that Eminus was not an easy teammate to get along with, and that at times he displayed toxic behavior and went on mute during official matches. What? What is going on? This is crazy. Another source said that he would stay up until the late morning talking to friends. Probably not the best idea in the world, but maybe not as bad as going on mute during official matches. Sources added that Eminus' English wasn't great, and he had struggled to adapt to the team's communication over the season. However, there's no doubting Eminus' talent on the Rift. He's one of the best raw talents JDXL have had. And we understand he had beaten the likes of Caps in scrims. That's crazy. It may be his style clash with other players and coaches at Excel, and that another team will be the right fit for him that allows him to thrive. And that's one thing that I'm talking about too. It is very, very possible that just because it didn't work out in Excel, or just because he was toxic, or I mean, obviously this stuff sounds pretty bad, but maybe it's because he had some issue. Maybe he'll fit in better somewhere else, or maybe he's going to get kicked and he's going to learn. He's going to grow up. He's going to mature. He's going to figure some things out. And that's why you got to maybe be careful about putting out those public statements about how awful this player was, because you could be taking away his opportunity to make a mistake and learn from it and grow from it, which, obviously that's something we've all gone through. We've all done stupid stuff. We've all made mistakes. We've all, hopefully gotten opportunities to make up for those, or, grow and move on. But not if you get blasted to all the different teams and nobody's even going to take a chance on you. I don't know. Maybe Excel doesn't care, but if they do care about his future, maybe this wasn't the best statement in the world. Excel have announced that Polish player Mrazku is going to be subbing in. The benching comes after a 196 performance on Talia on Monday. Emenis was making mechanical misplays, which is unlike him. After the game, Aragon on the NLC desk said, Emenis looked tilted. When you're tilted, you keep trying to kill your lane opponent over and over again, and that's what it looked like. He just kept going for it, and he kept dying. Emenis joined Excel in early 2022 from Galacticos, where he showed promise in the Turkish Champion League after a third-place finish in the summer split. The problems don't seem exclusive to Excel. An article from 2020 by Snowball Esports about Emenis with Legacy read, a series of issues with mid laner Emenis emerged and came to a head after week 5 of the OCL, which was later shut down. He was released from the team, and head of esports Tim Wendell explaining in a statement that the decision was made in the best interest of the team with a view to creating an environment capable of sustained success going forward. Emesis has also said he was dissatisfied with the O solo queue. Maybe that's fair. And yeah, LOL is a team game. As an organization, you have a responsibility for the rest of the team to be in a healthy environment. I think that's super, super fair. At the end, it's not as bad as some people make it. Emenis is very quiet and very stubborn in his gameplay ideas. With that said, a teammate, where all 4 players plus coaches at some point cannot continue working with him. The reality is League of Legends is a team game. There's a player who's not willing to bring in what a team needs, and at some point actions have consequences. We really tried a lot for more than one split to make it work, because we do think he's an extraordinarily strong player, but he refused to be a good team player, and at some point it was also very much about the team. We want to have a good team environment and culture. We do have that with the LEC team. We actually brought him to Berlin because we felt maybe in that environment it could work better, but in that last game where he just ran it down, it was a bit of enough is enough. So super, super crazy. You know, he's going on mutant games. People are accusing him of maybe just running it down, maybe being tilted. He's staying up late. I don't know, all these different things. And again, this isn't just Excel. He's had this issue other places, but the talent is there. Like Tim Riker said, he is an LEC, LCS level talent. So are we going to see him in the ERLs in 2023? Are we going to see him in an LCS Academy team in 2023? Is this guy done forever? Is this a wasted talent? Who knows? I don't know for sure, but seems like there's some crazy stuff going on at Excel. Emenis is out. He's been benched. He's been kicked. He's on the inactive roster, whatever. They have a new ERL mid laner coming in. But I had to get this story out to you guys because I just thought this was kind of funny, kind of crazy, and definitely worth talking about. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Somebody drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this story. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Start checking out the Discord. First link in the description below. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.